This offseason has been great so far for the Chicago Bears in every way. We hired two new coordinators in Shane Waldron and Eric Washington, having a ton of cap and just got even more because of the new NFL cap rules, and of course, having some pretty great draft picks. And with all that, the Chicago Bears actually made some history this past week. They hired the first female coach in their franchise history. The Bears are known for setting examples and breaking barriers in the league. Virginia McCaskey was a huge part of women's history, being the owner of the third largest team in the NFL, and on top of it, the first team that started the NFL. So setting this example of hiring assistant running back coach Jennifer King, while this team is on the rise, and getting more women coaches within the NFL is huge. And King's story is pretty incredible, how she got to where she is today, and I am super excited to have her on the Chicago Bears coaching staff. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Before I begin today's show, teaching you guys more about Jennifer King's background and what she brings to this team, help me welcome Jennifer to the team by throwing a welcome in the comments section below, along with shooting this video a like and sharing with a fellow Bears follower. We are officially under 500 subs away as well from hitting 14,000 before the NFL Combine. It's getting close, and I really need your guys' help to get there. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, along with sharing this with a fellow Bears fan and asking them to do the same. I cannot thank you guys enough for all your support, and I really appreciate it. Let's get to 14,000 before the Combine so I can give away some stuff. So let's go more into Jennifer King. King is from Reedville, North Carolina, where she was a college athlete at Guilford College as a basketball and softball player. She took her softball skills and great basketball agility and converted it in 2006 to going and joining the Women's Football Alliance, the WFA. She started off as a quarterback and wide receiver for the Carolina Phoenix from 2006 to 2017. Then she became a defensive back and wide receiver for the New York Sharks in 2018 and finished her career with the DC Divas as a safety in 2019. A 13-year playing career, and that's what got her in front of NFL coaches, executives, to get the attention to join the league. In 2018, King was invited to the NFL Women's Forum, where she was able to learn more about opportunities and how women can become involved in the NFL, where she met at the time Panthers head coach Ron Rivera, former Chicago Bears Super Bowl champion, by the way. She expressed to Ron Rivera her interest in coaching in the NFL, and Rivera thought it was bold of her. He was excited about it and hired her as an intern on the spot, which she was an intern for the Carolina Panthers from 2018 to 2019. After Rivera left the Carolina Panthers and went to the Washington Commanders, he brought King with him, where she became a full-time NFL coach with the Washington Commanders as their assistant running back coach for the last 3 seasons. Pretty incredible, being bold, going out there, getting what you want, and that's exactly what King did and put her in a great position, coming to one of the most historic franchises, not only in the NFL, but in the sporting world as a whole. And one more exciting news for you guys before we get more into Jennifer King and why she came to Chicago, which I think is super cool, is that we have a new sponsor for the show, Aura. We all have dozens of apps and other websites that we use on a daily basis, which contain personal information like your full name, email, home address, and more. The information that data brokers want in order to sell to scammers and hackers, which none of us want, right? And that is why I'm excited to share today's sponsor, Aura. Aura allows anyone like you and me to see which data brokers are selling our personal information and automatically submits for opt-out requests. Aura's antivirus, VPN, password management, and more protects me all in one spot instead of downloading dozens of other apps. If you want the same data protection, make sure to go to the link in my description and sign up for a free 14-day trial for Aura and see how much of your data is truly being sold. I can't express how cool this is, how much it helped me with tracking my data and making sure that I'm not selling it to random people. I've gotten a lot less spam calls, a lot less spam emails since doing so. So I highly suggest you do it for you guys. please make sure to sign up for your free trial. You're not going to want to miss it. I actually bought into the platform because of how much I love it. The link is below in the description and in the pinned comment. You're not going to want to miss this deal. It helped me out a ton with my data. Okay, let's go back to Jennifer King. Sorry, I was really excited about that opportunity. So King was hired by the Chicago Bears after the Commanders let her go because obviously Ron Rivera was let go, where Shane Waldron went out and hired her. King was excited when she got the call to even interview for the position and join the historic franchise. One of her favorite players of all time is Walter Payton, which was awesome to hear. She already has Chicago in her bones. She respects greatness. She respects sweetness. And overall, it's great to know that she has that connection there, that she wanted to come to this team because she did her homework and knew a lot about the Chicago Bears. Not only that, but she said the culture, the direction of the team is going, and the overall history was great. It made her want to come to Chicago and accept the interview. So let's go into what she did as a full-time assistant running back coach with the Commanders, which the Commanders running back room over the last couple of years, going over their stats, pretty darn impressive, and she was a big part of that. So Washington's running stats over the last 3 seasons. In 2021, they rushed for over 2,000 yards with a 4.3 yard per carry average and 13 rushing touchdowns. Not bad at all. Solid across the board and very impressive. 2022, over 2,100 rushing yards, a 4.0 yard per carry average, and 9 rushing touchdowns. So the average went down, touchdowns went down, but more rushing yards. And in 2023, Washington had a banged up offensive line, lost some running backs, overall just not in the greatest position. They rushed for about 1,600 yards, but had a 4.4 yard per carry average, averaging 93.6 yards per game and 14 rushing touchdowns. Technically a down year from the running perspective, but the yard per carry and the touchdowns were up. And that's great to see that it went in a direction. It's going to flux every year. Defenses are different. Opponents are different. But overall, great job handling the situation. So heck yeah, guys. Really good addition. Not only is it historic, but she is going to have a huge impact on this team like she did with the Commanders running game. And just opening doors overall for more women to become full-time coaches in this league is huge. It's really inspirational, especially, just the history behind the Chicago Bears. King's, how she got to where she is. Really great story. I've seen her. I've read a couple articles about interviews that she's had. Would love to have her on the show. I'm going to try my best to do that for you guys. But she seems like a great coach for this team. It's going to help the culture. It's going to help, overall make this team better. And I'm super excited about this signing. Thank you, as always, for tuning in this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, bear down, baby.